Thursday Thunder. Adrian,
Yeah.
how are you on this Thursday, the 20th of August, 2020?
Good. Yeah, no, very good.
Very good?
Yeah. Can't complain. Training's going well, food's going well, new diet's going well. Yeah, can't complain. Yourself?
Excellent.
Cool. That's it.
So here, if you're watching this from interstate, as you can see, we're sitting inside a gym because we can train. Last night I went out and ate at the pub.
Yep.
I drove around needlessly for 50 kilometres around the city because we can.
Yeah. Who hurt you? Someone in Victoria said something bad.
No. I was speaking to a guy in Victoria, and he actually asked, "So what are you doing today, Kim?" This is what I plan to do today. And he was locked in his house, poor bugger. But what, they're into week 2 in Victoria?
I think so, week 2 or 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So another 4 weeks to go.
Keep going.
Keep your chins up. Keep hitting those band workouts.
Never again.
Yes.
Never again.
All right, so what's happening in store? All right, we've got a few things happening again. There's lots happening. The supplement industry is exciting at the moment.
Sure is.
Like, it really is. There's companies that are coming out with new products, and the supplement industry is actually booming a little bit. And that's to do with that reason, that people aren't going out and doing anything else. They're not going out partying, they're not traveling, so they're spending money on themselves and training and supplements, which is really good. But we've been asked a lot for some hoodies and clothing. Now, I looked at a couple of months ago on making some clothes, some Australian muscle, like getting hoodies redone. The trouble is, because of the COVID situation here and overseas, most overseas factories are closed, or they're working with very limited numbers. So if I placed, this was even 6 weeks ago, I looked at placing an order for some clothing, and they reckon it wouldn't have come in until September or October. So we pretty well scrapped all our winter plans for clothing. But people have been asking for hoodies. So what I've done is I've spoken to with some of our suppliers, and they're giving us some hoodies. Cool. So we can sell. So we got some Gen-Tec hoodies coming in. They should be coming in today. They're coming in blue, black and red. We've only got large and extra large coming in at the moment. They'll be $59.95. They will be available online and in store from today.
Cool.
Now, I've also been speaking with a few other suppliers, and we should be getting some other hoodies. We'll be just getting in small numbers because it is coming to the end of winter.
It is.
But it's still freaking cold, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty damn cold.
Like fuck.
Yeah.
So, but we will be getting a few more, and then we'll be looking at some stuff for summer. Right? So they're coming in. We've been speaking about it for the last 2 or 3 weeks about Macro Mike. Well, guess what? They're in. You got some there?
I've got some here. Okay. Yeah, no, I can see fine. So I have in my hands here the peanut butter cheesecake. Cheese with a Z because this is vegan friendly.
Yes.
There is no cheese powder in here, I'm assuming.
No.
There you go.
No, and all the Macro Mike powders are peanut protein based, so they all got that peanut butter taste, but that is actually magnificent.
Yeah.
Like, all of their flavors are really good. But if you don't know what to try, we do also have a few of these protein sample packs. So these are only $49.95, and it has got a sample of strawberry, chocolate caramel, cheesecake, that one there, the original, which is just the peanut butter, a cookie dough, snickerdoodle, choc hazelnut, banoffee pie.
Oh, banoffee pie.
What's a banoffee pie?
It's my favourite dessert. It's a banana toffee tart.
Ah, that sounds magnificent.
Yep.
I haven't tried that one. And salted vanilla. Now, I've tried all of these flavours except the banoffee pie, and they are magnificent. So we've got a few of these sample packs left. So these are $49.95. Otherwise, the 1 kilo is $69.95. We've got about 6 or so different flavours.
Yeah.
And they are all really magnificent. I must admit, I was super impressed.
I've actually never seen the bag, so I'm looking very interesting and just reading it. So it does have a bit more fat, as most proteins would, because it is peanut based.
It's peanut based,
so,
exactly right.
But the offset of there is you're going to feel full for longer because fats digest slower.
That's right.
So good for dieting.
Yep. And it does. It surprisingly doesn't. It doesn't mix thick or anything like that. It's just got this nice consistency about it.
They have a very bold statement here: the best tasting plant protein in the universe.
Look, I'd go out and agree that out of all the plant-based powders I've tried, I'd say that these are the best.
Yes, but in the universe, that is a very large scale there, guys.
Yeah,
but
it is.
We never know. I guess we'll have to take your word for it.
Yep.
It's Schrodinger's peanut butter protein.
So there you go. They are available now, and we'll continue as the range grows. We'll keep adding some of the flavors in. All right, and from Macro Mike as well, you have got. This is an interesting.
Yeah, this is the brain doctor.
Yep.
So kind of. Ari, can you zoom in? Zoom on his face. He's a very happy chap there. But this is just a nootropic, really.
It's just a 100% nootropic.
Yeah.
No stimulants.
Nope.
Yep.
Huperzine A,
Quick
tyrosine.
rundown of the nootropic agents.
Yeah, so you've got huperzine A, L-tyrosine, bacopa, which is an antioxidant, lion's mane, which has found a lot of usage in a lot of supplements these days. It's a powerful mushroom, cordyceps, ginkgo biloba, and the B vitamin blend.
Yep.
So, I haven't tried it. I want to try it. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, can't complain. It is what it is.
Well, pretty well, all of those ingredients are in most pre-workouts.
It is.
So it's the same as that minus the stimulant blend.
Exactly.
So it's just purely a nootropic blend. Now we've had this product in for a few weeks, and this is our second delivery of it. So the first sold out, and the people who used it swore by it.
Yeah.
Said that it is a really, really good product. It comes out, so it's not a powder, so it's individual serves. So you can grab one of these, take it with you to work or whatever, and when you want a little bit of a mental hit, just mix one up in water. That one is, what flavour is that?
This is wild grape, and this sells for $59.95, and you get 35 gram sachets in there. Sachets. Do you say sachet or sachet?
Sachet.
Good. I know people who say sachet and it just annoys me because it's not a word. Anyway, sorry, that's another tangent. Brain Doctor, Macro Mike Australia available now.
In stock?
Yes.
Now back in stocks, we've got most things we've been able to get back in stock, which is really good. Oxy Shred, we were a little bit low on them, but at the moment that is fully back in stock.
Back in stock.
And will continue to be. All flavours currently as of today. I can't believe how much Oxy Shred was
Yeah, it's crazy.
We were actually talking about that the other day. Me and you mentioned it too, that there's that What's Up podcast.
Yep.
They speak to the owner of
EHP.
EHP Labs.
Yep.
And that is a really, really interesting podcast. So look it up. So it's What's Up, and as in W-O-T, What's Up.
Yeah.
Check out the interview with this gentleman, very driven gentleman. And I actually did a search for him. He's not on social media or anything.
Good.
Yeah. So $100 million company.
Yeah. It's pretty. No, it's not bad. It's no 1.45 billion like Gymshark.
I was just going to say
that just got announced.
Now,
That's
look,
ridiculous.
I'll go on this tangent for a little bit.
Okay, go on.
I saw a few people were putting that up. It's amazing how on social media people will attack other people for success. And like people were, I'm not going to buy from this multi-convert. I could not be more pleased and happy with a company like that.
Yeah.
I really thrive on seeing companies grow and develop, and this guy himself still does all videos, in-house videos and everything, which we watched the other day. Now, the company isn't turning over 1.4 billion, but it's based on an investor who threw $300 million at him. Based on that and the percentage of the company he got, it's estimated that if the company was sold, it'd be worth $1.4 billion.
Yeah. Is it dollars or euro?
I think it was euros, wasn't it?
It's a British-based company, but they used to use pounds.
Or was it converted to dollars? I'm not sure.
More likely
it doesn't matter which it is.
Yeah.
If it's pounds or euros, it's even
It's a lot of money. It's a stupid amount of money.
And good on him.
Good on him.
Yeah, the company done really well.
Yep.
Anyway, going back to what's we got Rule 1 and Rule 1 Whey and WPI. That is all coming in stock today. That is another product that I can't believe how much we're starting to sell now. So every time we do an order, we increase 1 or 2 flavors because they've got lots of flavors. So we got some new flavors of that coming in as well. Coming in soon, Ari's got here 1 to 2 weeks, but I reckon it's next week, on basis of what I've seen. It's the new Faction Labs Disorder Orange Firm. So that's following on the Yellow Fever, which are limited edition flavors with 10 extra serves for the same price. So the Yellow Fever, I think we've sold out.
Yes.
I think
there's a few left here at the gym.
There's a few here at the gym, but I think at Salisbury, if there was any, there was maybe one left, but it's pretty well gone. So the second one is the Orange Firm, which was a mango?
Orange mango.
Orange mango.
Yep.
Yeah, we tried it. Very nice.
Yes.
That should be in next week, I reckon.
Speaking of Faction Labs, they did put a little sneaky little teaser that they're working on a collagen protein as well.
Yep.
Which is going to be interesting. But I think we mentioned the other day, like I mentioned it, saying, if it tastes nice, it's going to really take off.
Yeah.
Because that's been the only downside to collagen proteins.
Well, it has, but it's also, we would sell 100 whey protein with 1 collagen.
Yes. Yeah. Easily.
So I can't, I'm just speaking from our store.
Mm-hmm.
This could be different interstate and everything. But for us, collagen protein would be right down here.
Yeah.
We'll just have 1 or 2 tubs sitting here. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not as if every day we get asked for collagen protein.
No, not at all.
No. That being said, if you have persistent joint pain and things like that, I'd suggest throwing in a collagen protein in for 4 to 6 weeks into your supplementation. It doesn't mean that you need to get rid of your whey protein, just add a collagen protein.
The only reason I don't take it is because the flavours are bad. That is the only reason I do not take collagen protein, because the flavours don't quite fit well. They can try, it still tastes like muddy water.
Well, it is. It's very watery. Yeah, it's flavoured water, basically. Yeah, I find that I can take a collagen for 1 or 2 weeks, and then after that, it's like,
I'll forget about it.
Oh, he's going to use that as an outtake.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's your gift.
So that's Shop Talk.
Yep.
Thanks, guys, for your support. It's been awesome. We've got a couple of questions now. We had a couple of questions come up from our Instagram yesterday. So this is one from Carlaw 2024.
Chris Carlaw.
Chris Carlaw?
Yes.
Best way to approach intermittent fasting as a beginner, please. I'd like to cut 2 to 3% off.
My first question is, cut 2% of what?
Body fat.
Food, body fat?
I imagine he means body fat. So let's just work on that.
Okay.
So I imagine, because I looked at it too and I thought, no, he means 2 or 3% body fat.
So Chris, you've asked us plenty of questions about how to lose weight in the past. We've always said to the end, it comes down to a caloric deficit. If you really want to attempt intermittent fasting, the best way I can come at it is saying, don't eat for as long as possible and see how you go. Like till it starts getting pretty damn hard, because there's intermittent fasting can be anything. I mean, technically when you sleep, you're fasting. That's right. That's why your first meal is usually called breakfast, because you're breaking the fast. If you want to go, there's 16 and 8. There's a 20 and 4.
I did. You did it for I did it for a few months. I basically did not. I had my last meal at 10 p.m. and I had my first meal at around 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So what's that?
That's 16/8.
That's 16/8.
Yeah,
which is what I tried. And then I tried to get all of my normal meals in during that time, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Which showed me that I lost weight.
You did.
I lost body fat, and that's because I wasn't eating as much food, which boils down to calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Which we always.
But if you really want to try intermittent fasting, I would just maybe try going see if you can't eat for 12 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a traditional fast, but
I think if you're going to do it, it should be last meal 9 or 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And the next no food before midday the next day.
Yeah. For me, if I don't eat within 3 hours, I'm starving.
Yeah. Well, it took me a while to get used to it, but in the end, I actually got quite used to it. All I drank was water and coffee.
That's not a real fast.
Yeah, I know. There you go. Yeah. So that's why.
You can't have BCAAs. Apparently, that breaks the fast. You can't have coffee. You can't.
Depends on who you talk to. Some people say you can have coffee and everything, but I still, if I can't have a coffee, that's it.
Let's go back to Mammoth times. They did nothing. They didn't have coffee sitting there.
So look, try that. Maybe last meal at 10 o'clock and the first meal after midday. So go through until midday without eating and see how you go. But in the end, if you do lose weight from that, you're going to lose weight because you put yourself into a calorie deficit.
Exactly.
As far as you're not going to fit in what you generally would eat in that normal 16-hour day, because you're reversing it. You're cutting it in half, basically. So try that if you want to try intermittent fasting. But you will be hungry for a while until you get used to it. We got another question from Sam Mussered.
Yep.
This is a question that I am getting just sent to me, daily? daily. We're 10.5 weeks out.
10.5 weeks, yeah.
10.5 weeks out from the South Australian titles, and we're 11.5 weeks out from the Australian title.
Yep.
Now, Sam asks, any update on the Nationals here in SA for ICN? Will it still go ahead if the majority of other states are not able to participate? The show is still running.
Yeah.
And under current restrictions here in South Australia, we can run a show and still have a crowd, a decent crowd, you know. So currently we are prepping for a show. The Nationals, well, obviously, apparently Tasmania announced yesterday that their borders will remain closed until December. Western Australian borders are closed to their residents, meaning, and this was the same in Tasmania, meaning that Western Australian residents can leave, but doesn't matter where they go in the country, when they come back they have to self-isolate. And they have to, I think, hotel isolate at their own expense. So that's going to rule out a lot of competitors.
It really will, yeah.
Now, Victorian borders are closed, and I think they will stay closed for quite a while.
Yep.
And even when they do open, you're going to have to self-isolate.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to come to the show 2 weeks prior, and then isolate in the hotel room for 2 weeks.
New South Wales borders are closed, and you have to self-isolate. Queensland borders are open, so that doesn't leave much.
No.
ICN will look at this as the show nears and make the decision accordingly.
Yeah. But keep prepping for the Nationals, just in case.
We'll keep prepping for the SA title. Yeah. Because, you know, unless restrictions go backwards, this show will go ahead. And we can run a show. Well, we're going to run 2 shows on the one day. So there'll be 2 separate ticketed shows so that we can get a crowd of about 280 people into each show. But just competitors have to be aware that this show will be run differently to any other show that you have ever attended.
We'll have to maintain
because we have to
as well.
That's because we have to abide to certain guidelines. But you will be able to get on stage and you will be able to compete unless things change. So
sorry to come over, but what if, like, you know, to say like the bikini and the fitness, they usually have large lineups. How big is the stage? Because they're going to have 1.5 minutes for each one of those competitors.
Look, they're all the things that we're talking about. You know? So competitors might have to come in on stage in groups of 4 or 5 and so forth. You know, they're things that we can work around, but it'll just be different. That's all. So I don't think that won't be an issue, the judging. We can get around that, you know. But there will be issues with backstage area, and once competitors are finished for the day, you can't just go around and start wandering around inside the auditorium because the numbers are fixed in there, so there will be changes. But your family and friends will be able to come in and you'll be able to compete. So just keep an eye out for the Nationals. You know, all I can tell at the moment about the Nationals is that currently everything is still all going, and things will get assessed as they near. That's it. Anything else? No. We're going to get ready to train. We've got push day. Chest, shoulders, and tries. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening in. Any questions, hit us up on our socials and we'll try and answer them next week. As per normal, this episode is brought to you by Australian Muscle with Jim, Australian Muscle Online.
Free Australia-wide delivery.
Australia-wide delivery.
Still pretty good.
Still good. Thanks, guys. See you next week. Bye.